Well, I'd like to invite you to join us this Sunday as we begin a new series as a church from one of the New Testament letters by the Apostle Paul called the letter to the Ephesians. Now, I don't know if you've ever used one of those online mapping programs like Google Earth or something like that. And you find the place that you're looking for and you can zoom right in, you can see the streets and the detail of the town or village that it is. But then you can zoom right out further. You can see it in its county and then the country. And if you keep zooming further enough, you see the whole of the country, even the world. Well, the book of Ephesians, the letter to the Ephesians, does something like that with the church. It was written to a group of Christians in Ephesus, a busy city in modern-day Turkey. It was a cultural and religious and business centre. And in the middle of that were a group of followers of the Lord Jesus who were in him, loving him. And Paul writes to them, this little church in a big world, to talk to them about God's purposes for the church. And if you like, although the letter begins in Ephesus, we're going to see God's glorious vision for his people as Paul zooms out from that one church to take a cosmic view of what God is doing with his church, with his people. And then we're going to zoom back in light of that and see, well, what does it look like to live as his people? I'd love you to invite you to join us for this series. We're going to do it in two parts and with a little gap in the middle around Pentecost. I hope it will be really helpful as we both think through the second part of our identity statement as a church. What does it mean to be a loving family as we think about God's purposes for the church? And then what does it mean to be wholehearted disciples as we look at the second half of the letter and what living out that truth means? It should be really exciting, and I'd love you to join us. We're calling it We Are the Church, God's glorious purposes for his people. Thank you.